When you haven't seen your mom in 4 months, of course you have her playing Frogger in these Cairo streets and cruising down the Nile River, taking in amazing views and eating traditional Egyptian food, all within the first 24 hours and arriving. Check out our time in Cairo. I flew into Cairo, Egypt from Rome, Italy. The flight was slightly over 3 hours, but we received a hot meal on the flight. I am always pleasantly surprised when I get one of these meals on a flight because in the U.S., you get cookies and that's it for free. You don't get these little meals with orange juice and all of that. So I love those little treats. I was so happy when I landed in Egypt because I was about to see my mama in a couple hours. She was flying in from Detroit, so a couple hours difference between our flights arriving. But this has been the longest time I've gone without seeing my mom. 4 months is entirely too long, so I was ready to see my mama. But first, let me give you some tips about Cairo's airport and Egypt in general. If you are planning to come to Egypt, you have to get my checklist that is in the comments description below. Please go and check that list out. There are so many things I wish I would have known before coming to Egypt, such as the visa process. A tourist visa is required for all U.S. citizens, and so my mom and I attempted to complete this online prior to arriving. We were not able to complete the e-visa online because it would not accept our uploads of our passport. It kept saying it needed to be in Latin language, so I knew we were going to have to do visa on arrival when we landed in Egypt. This is my major tip. You do not even need to bother with doing the e-visa for Egypt because the visa on arrival is easy as ever. All they want is your money. You need to have $25 USD. Do not have larger denominations because sometimes they play you and act like they don't have change. But I am panning to the banks. When you arrive at the airport, you need to go to these banks, one or the other, to get your visa. I wasted about half hour, 45 minutes going back and forth because people kept pointing me to the wrong directions. And then all I needed to do was come here to the bank. They asked me no questions. They were just like, do you got this money or not? But it was literally, they wanted $25. That was it. And he didn't even ask to see my passport. He just gave me my visa. My mom said she had the same experience because we did not arrive together. We arrived in 2 different terminals, but she said she experienced the same thing as I did. She just paid her money and that was it. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about the visa process below in the comment section. So once I got my visa, I had to go back to the passport control line, security line, whatever, to answer the questions and get my actual stamp. I said before, I was a little irritated at this point because I literally had stood in line before. They told me to go to one kiosk. Somebody told me to go to another, and I was just literally going in a circle. So I was just over it and ready to get through this line. I had this hot hat on my head and everything else. So plus I was just ready to see my mama at this point, y'all. So here we go. Tanya. Hello, mother. You're being recorded. Don't cry, please.
I'm not. I'm trying not to. I was already thinking about it.
How was your flight? You're recorded. You're going to be on my vlog.
Oh God, don't put this on there.
Yes.
What's wrong? It's cold.
My mama listened to me. She packed light. She only got one suitcase. She usually have a suitcase and a carry-on. She paying attention. I was so happy to see my mama and harass her. I'm like, Ma, no, you do not got on your HP Holland Park hoodie and you all the way in Africa. You gonna wrap your hood. But of course we had to catch up and she made a friend on a plane. My mama do not know a stranger, y'all. So let me just listen to her story real quick.
Everything through your visa, through your customs.
What? My mama is talking about how she talked to somebody when she first landed. Really?
No, I was on the plane with her.
I continue to listen to my mom's story about her new best friend she made on a plane that she probably never gonna see again. But anyway, we got into the shuttle that I prearranged before arrival, and this is a tip that I have in my checklist. Make sure that you prearrange transportation prior to getting to Egypt. Egypt does have Uber and taxis that are ready for you. I mean, they ready for you. As soon as you exit out the airport, it's complete chaos. So I go over this in my checklist, but please make sure you prearrange transportation. Now, I did get us a hotel room at the Hilton that was about 15 minutes away from the airport. Hilton Hierapolis. I probably butchered their name. Y'all know how I do. But the security was airtight. Y'all saw how it was upon just driving in through the shuttle bus that we had. Hey, Mom. But you had to go through security like you were at the airport. Y'all see that metal detector right there? And look at me getting stuck thinking it was automatic. But anyway, yeah, the security in Egypt is like this everywhere. You always have to put your bags, water, whatever, through the screening machine and through the metal detector. Every hotel we went to, museums, this is just the norm there. The check-in process was smooth. My mom, she was all into her phone, not paying attention. Her number one rule, she tell me pay attention, but she wasn't, y'all. I had to repeat everything the receptionist said once we got to the room. Can you believe that? We enjoyed our time here at this hotel, even though it was only for 3 nights because we did head to Luxor, Egypt. Video on that coming soon. This hotel had a bank for ease of us converting our USD over to Egyptian pound. Egyptian pound is a local currency. USD is accepted by some panhandlers, but overall, it is expected that you have Egyptian pounds or your credit card. And this is one of the tips on my checklist. Now, I'm not giving y'all no more tips on my checklist because y'all need to get the checklist by signing up and hitting that link in the description box below. Now, let me get back to my mom and I finding our room and our just shenanigans. Mama don't be doing nothing. She just be going. We gonna be on the top floor, Ma.
Really? I am tired.
Now let's go check out our room. Whenever I check into a Hilton hotel, I am a diamond member. They be hyping me up like, oh, you're on the executive floor, one of the top floors in the hotel. Wish we were on the top floor, but this room was basic. I'm like, y'all hyped it up like we upgraded you. I'm like, so the upgrade was just because I was on the 6th floor? Because this room was given very much basic. But the beds were comfy. And I did try to see the view at night, but it was too dark. It was like about 1, almost 2 in the morning when we got settled into our room. So the next day we decided to explore, see what the hotel looked like around the pool area and whatnot. And we definitely had to grab us some lunch. And the food was so good at the hotel. Every restaurant that we went to, we were definitely happy about that. But by the time we grabbed lunch, it was get ready for the evening. Like, we got started late. And so I arranged for us to get a tour of Cairo at night. So this is a hotel taxi that we got ripped off by. Uber was not working for me at first. And I paid double. Now, my mom is relaxing, going to sleep in this cab ride while we on our way to meet our tour guide to walk us around the streets of Cairo. I really wanted to see what Cairo life was like. So we had a guide with us every step of the way. You, as a woman, if you're coming to Egypt, you need a guide with you because these guys will be approaching you, asking you to buy something every minute, and it gets very annoying. It can just throw you off. And I've dealt with this a lot, going to Jamaica or Dominican Republic, but this is on a whole nother level, y'all. So our guide was great. So we were about a half hour outside of the heart of Cairo. So this is why you see this long drive, us looking at the buses. My mom was looking out at the Nile River, and we arrived at the Ritz to meet our tour guide. First thing that we did was get on a felucca. A felucca is a traditional Egyptian sailboat, and my mom was not having it. Now, I did not know this was a part of the tour. The tour did not say that a felucca ride was included, but I was so happy to see the beautiful Nile River. It's dirty, y'all, but to see the Nile River at night, look at this. It was just breathtaking. I was happy. I was asking my mom if she was okay. She was trying to get with it, and she was like, yeah, this is a no for me. She was like, where is the life vest? What is going on? I can't see the water. But she did take a couple pictures. Now, we could not get these pictures right together. Like, we was cute. One was cute, one wasn't. But anyway, we did enjoy our time on the felucca for the 10 minutes that we were on. When I go back to Egypt, because I'm going to go back to Egypt, I definitely am going to do a proper felucca ride for extended time. We did take the felucca during the day, and it was so relaxing. Now on to the next stop. The Cairo Tower was designed to resemble a lotus plant, and it is the tallest building in North Africa. It cost a few million to build this tower, and guess where the money came from? The USA. And it was given to the president of Egypt at the time to bribe him allegedly, to not participate in a lot of the African revolutions that were going on during that time period. But the president gave the money to the Egyptian government, and that is how they built the Cairo Tower, allegedly. Take a look at these views. It was windy once we got to the top, but we had to snap some pictures. Now, I need y'all to give my mama some shout outs in the comments because my mom is afraid of heights. And so I was really testing my mama by having her on a boat at night, which I didn't know about for real. And then we were up this high, but my mama was enjoying the views, y'all. So get into it. Next up was dinner at a very famous restaurant in Egypt to have the traditional kosher dish, which is basically pasta, rice, and lentils all mixing together with some tomato sauce. Now, we did not know about this mini workout before we ate, though. How much stairs we gonna have to go up? You gonna tell us we just gonna have to do all this? So,
You ain't supposed to do all this.
Last one.
Oh, I can have it. I'm waiting for her. She's younger. Actually, this time. Woo! I don't get stuff like this at home.
you know when you walk, you feel your heart beating out your chest. Current state.
Here's Tasha, and yeah. Okay, you're in Abu Dhabi and eating kushari.
Get out there. Now it's time to go check out these Cairo streets. So this is the downtown area?
Yes.
Okay.
This street is called the Chambellion. We are going out to Zalat Market Square.
Get in front of me, man. Get in front of me. So how was your Egypt experience so far?
Good, other than being on the boat at night. Without a motor. Like this. I was shaking his feet. He's like, no. I'm trying to make him stop and he's trying to go.
I teach you. So next one, I will. Okay, what time we start?
Of course. We did all of that to reach our final destination for the evening, which was this coffee shop. Cheers! Cheers!
I think that's it. She's
Like, what's that? Like, what's that?
The cars honking is music here. That's the soundtrack to Cairo. Honking horns. Yep. Honking horns. How was your first night in Egypt?
You didn't experience.
I'm not editing this out either.
I don't care. It was wonderful.
That's so fake. Talk louder. I'm not editing this out. I really put this in there.
That's fine. You gonna have your mouth in that shit?
I don't care. Why? You're not even looking at the camera right. The Leah's right here, man. On this side. You looking at wrong. What did you think about my mom's and I first 24 hours in Cairo? Let me know in the comments below. We have so much more to share, and be sure to like and subscribe and watch my next video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.